know I appreciate you. I'm gonna show you guys a low-end mixing trick that if you're like me, it'll save you literal years of trying to figure out why my mix sounds good in my car, bad in my homie's car, great in my headphones, but terrible on the TV. I used to think that there was some sort of program that you had to buy, there was some sort of secret sauce. Nah, you can get the job done with 2 FL stock plugins and it'll sound great in any system. All right, so what we got here is my mix all tracked out. We have our kick and we have our bass. I soloed it just for now so you can just get a sense of what we're working with. And right now I'm using just a Diamond Wave kit from Diamond Wave, and I'm using a bass from Omnisphere. All right, so here's the trick that I've been using for about 2 years. You're gonna wanna put an EQ on your kick and an EQ on your bass. What you're gonna wanna do is take your kick and cut the low end to 60 hertz. And then you take the high end and cut it to 1200. Next, you wanna go over to your bass, cut that down to about 30. Sometimes I do 32, sometimes I do 28. It all depends on the type of bass. For now, I'm just gonna leave it at 30. And then you do the high end at 120. The kick and the bass will clash a little, but it's not enough to make it rattle in speaker systems. All right, now I'm gonna bypass the effect and play it. You can hear the kick is just hitting way too hard. I'm gonna turn it on. Now this is with the EQ. All right, let's take a listen. You hear how much cleaner that sounds? It's not clashing. It's a nice punch. It sounds good not only in these, it sounds good on those. It sounds good at the cars outside. It sounds good in your friend's theater. It'll sound good. You can tweak it and it might make it sound a little bit better, a little bit worse. It all depends on your taste. You can make it distort, you can turn it down. One other trick that I will say is you do this and your bass still isn't hitting hard enough. One thing that you can do is add Fruity Multiband compressor and use the warmer preset on your bass. This is really gonna buff up your bass, and normally when I put this on I end up having to turn it down a little bit. Let me turn it up. As you can hear, it's still hitting great, but the low end is just a lot more powerful. All right, so use EQ and use multi-band compressor. That's all you need. Stock Fruity plugins. Get your kick sounding right. Later.